we have a free Facebook group, ATM Business for Beginners, where I actually go live every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I just give you guys a bunch of information on starting your own ATM business for free, right? So you could go the free route. Now, if you want to work with a mentorship and you want someone to guide you throughout your entire process, make sure that you even take advantage of the free giveaway.
Hey Juan, real quick. So for the dude that has a 6K, let's say if they want to do it by themselves, do the breakdown right now, bro.
Yeah, so if you wanted to get started with your
get your pens and papers out, fuckers.
If you want to get started all on your own, right, with 6K, 2,500 to 2,700, depending on which ISO you work with, is already for the ATM, right? So 25.
What kind of ATM model are they going to get?
A standard Gen Mega 2500 or a Hyosung Halo 2.
Okay.
Bam.
Right.
There you go.
That is, beginner friendly. Is the best machine that you can start off as a beginner. 2,500, 2,700 bucks just for the ATM.
Okay.
LLCs, it depends. Depending on the state, they vary from $35 to $500 a month. Not a month, sorry, just to start your LLC. So that it's already for your LLC. And then after that, guys, it's just miscellaneous expenses like tools, which ranges about $500. And Volt Cash, right? The Volt Cash, the money you're gonna actually use to fill up your ATM, that ranges from $1,000 to $3,000. So the total about $6,000 to $8,000 to get started with your first ATM.
Okay. Total startup cost is going to cost you about $6K.
Correct.
Between purchasing the ATM, cash to put in the ATM, setting it up, everything.
Expenses.
Everything. Okay. All included, $6,000 to $8,000 if you get started by yourself.
Okay. And you told them which machine to get, the two machines that you think are the best for a beginner.
Yeah. Hyosung Halo 2 and a Gen Mega 2500. Each machine, they range from $2,500 to $2,700. And also, I saw that in the comment, he's like, used. Don't buy used. If you're brand new in the business.
You told the story about that buying used.
It's true, bro.
Why it's fucked up. Yeah.
So I actually had a student who bought used. After a couple ATMs, he decided to go the used route, and it turned out that the ATM was locked. He had to send out the whole the whole computer of the ATM to the manufacturer, so they began to reset, and it just a headache.
It's a headache time.
It cost him like an extra $600. So it ended up costing him the same amount of just buying a brand new ATM, right?
Damn.
So that's number one. Number two, when you buy brand new, you get 2-year warranty from the manufacturer, right? And you know that it's 100% new. It's yours. You don't have to worry about anything. When it's new, when it's used, you're dealing with it could potentially come with scammers or it could be, it's like buying a used car. You don't know what you're buying at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
You can look under the hood. You can look, at the paint.
Could have been a rental.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know.
You don't ever know if, a month or 2 months from now, freaking the dispenser messes up on the ATM, right?
I had a friend buy a used STO. It just blew up.
Oh shit!
So I was like, "What the heck, bro?"
That's a $500,000 car, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Just blew up in flames.
Wow.
Done.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's some tips right there on getting a brand new one, and then they went they explained earlier where to put it, how to negotiate with how you're going to put it. It might cost you a little bit of money to put it up front, talking to the business owner, but that might be worth it because if it's a cash business, you're making $4,000 a month. That's the passively.
That's the gem right there, because speaking to business owners is not easy.
Yeah,
they're dealing with a lot of clients every single day, customers. They don't want to be annoyed. But bringing cash to the deal up front, hey man, that's a W.
Guys, off this episode alone, you can you already know now how to get your first ATM up off this episode
for free.
For free. They just explain it to you what machine to buy, how much to put in it, how much it's going to cost you to set up. Off of that alone, you guys can literally take your money and go buy a fucking ATM right now and get started. Hey Paul, what happens if someone breaks into the liquor store and steals ATM?
Yeah, that's an L,
Yeah,
they steal your ATM, you just got to replace it, but they also got insurance.
Yeah.
You guys could go ahead and buy insurance for like $50 a month if you guys want to. At the end of the day,
2-year warranty too when you buy it brand new, guys.
Yep, it's true.
Does it cover theft?
No.
No?
Unfortunately.
Still ATMs, bro.
It's rare, bro. It's very difficult to do. Anytime I've ever seen it done, they break in, typically after hours, and then they have to chain the fucking ATM because they're heavy, bro.
Yeah.
They have to chain it and then drag it with a truck. Most people aren't going to do that to get $1,000.
Yeah, nowadays it's not worth it.
Quick question for you guys. How much should you keep in your ATM at all times? Should you have $500 in there? Should you have $1,000 in there? What denomination should you have to make it the most appealable, where you can make the most money and also not mitigate risk? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like $3,000.
$3,000 in there?
That's gonna be like the average, and then $20 denominations is
just 20s, straight 20s.
That's what I would say.
No hundreds, none of that bullshit.
Yeah, the Hyosung or the Gen Megas, they only stick with one one denomination, 20s or 5s or 10s, whatever you want to set it to, but it's usually just one.
Okay.
And that's what I would recommend you
3K?
anyone to use it. Yeah.
And then how often are you gonna? Well, it depends on the traffic of the business, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
often are
depends.
you guys typically going in there and change? Well, not you, but probably your employees. But like, how often are you going in there? And
So it just depends on what you want to do, right? So I have businesses where I'll throw in like $2,000 to $3,000 and it'll be good for the week. I have other ATMs
wow.
where it'll be $2,000 to $3,000. It'll go out in a couple of days. So then you
Wow.
have to fill it up with more. If you don't want to throw in a lot of money in there for the safety reasons, then you could always visit the location often,
yeah.
right? And
But is it dangerous to put $5,000-$10,000 in there as an ATM?
I mean, nowadays it's not worth breaking into ATMs. Out of the 4.5 years that I've been in the business, I've had one attempt, and they couldn't even get into the ATM. So
Yeah.
one gem for you guys real quick. What I do with my ATMs, when I install them, I push them all up against the wall, which not a lot of people do. They just show up and install. What I do is I push them all up against the wall so that when, the main way to break into ATM, they wrap a chain, right? They can't wrap a chain at that point because the ATM is pushed all up against the wall. So
Yeah.
there's no way of wrapping anything around it, right? And then it's drilled to the floor. You can
Oh,
have
you drill it to
tracking.
the floor,
yeah,
too.
you can have tracking in there, sensors, tilt sensors. So like
Yeah.
someone's banging it or trying to tilt it, it starts ringing. You get a notification on your phone, and
There you go.
Those
Yeah.
are different little
Tricks you can do.
tricks you can
so that you
implement.
can go ahead and put a bit more in it, because for some
Exactly,
guys
yeah.
starting off in the beginning, do they want to go there every week? They might be like, fuck this shit. And then also I think a good thing is like, does the business have security?
Exactly,
They got security,
Then you can
you can
throw in-
put a little bit more money in there. So
Yeah.
that's something as well to keep in mind. But guys, bro, there's so much sauce we're giving y'all this episode, man. Goddamn.
Big facts.